I'm proud to admit that I'm against the conscious community. Just that plain and simple. I 100% are anti the conscious community. I don't agree with none of their ideologies, ways of life or whatever. The only one group that I kind of like respect is the 5% Nation. And the reason why I respect the 5% Nation is because they allow you to be whoever you want to be. You know, if you want to be God, you want to be God. You understand? And I just think that I like that organization because there's no leader trying to dictate or tell you what to do. It's not ran like a cult-like type of organization is what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? They give you the freedom to do whatever you want to do. The other organizations, groups, ways of life or whatever, I have all the problems with them. And I'm not going to even name them because you all know who they are. Period. All of them have an ideology. All of them have this Messiah type, a cult-like following, and I don't have time for that. And neither do my people have time for that. So if you think that I'm ever going to work with people such as Sinetta, Polite, the Hebrew Israelites, the Nation of Islam, any of them, you're sadly mistaken. You're sadly mistaken, because when you're dealing with those particular people, organizations or groups, the Nubians, Sabians, when you're dealing with those type of people, persons, individuals, organizations, groups, religious or whatever, it's always a point where you have to lose sense of self. I know, because I used to be a Nubian, and that's the first thing that Dr. York was on. Give up sense of self. There's no I in team. And we work as a collective. We are all within the all, and the all is within me. El Kalum. And at the end of the day, I can't give up sense of self. I am an individual, and the only person that can save me is myself. I am the solution to my problems. That plain and simple. And I know at the end of the day, let me say this. There's no disrespect towards the Hebrew Israelites. There's no disrespect towards the Nation of Islam. There's no disrespect towards Polite, the Nubians, etc. I'm just telling you that my people don't need to follow one particular person. We don't need that anymore. We don't need to be followers. Period. Now, is there a lane for that? Yes, it's obvious, because there are people that are following groups and organizations and people such as the ones that I mentioned. But only for the sake of just being a follower and not knowing sense of self, not knowing who he or she wants to be. And that's sad, that you have to be a part of something in order to have some type of importance. You see, the minute I walked away from religion, the minute I walked away from the conscious community, the minute I walked away from that cult called the Sabians, Nubian Nation, or whatever the hell they want to call themselves, guess what? I found me. And it feels good to go out there and do things, whether, how can I put it, because I'm not religious. I don't want to say that's sinful, but I want to say to do things that I may think personally in my subconscious mind is not right. It still feels good to have a mind to do something right or wrong, to be able to make a decision whether it's right or wrong. And these groups and organizations and religions, they have certain type of criteria or rules and regulations that you have to meet, that have to be met. And that's crazy. I got tired of going out there tabligh and teaching the people. Shit, we were teaching class on Sunday before I was dealing with the Nubians from 1 to 6. I missed the football games. I got tired of giving away my money to these Nubians every Friday, turning, 150. I got tired of that. And at the end of the day, I think you all should too. I know my message. I know my message is going to go on deaf ears, because most people on this planet, all they want to do is follow. They don't want to lead, because within leadership is taking full responsibility, or rather accountability, of your life. And people don't want to control their lives. Don't think that they want to. They don't want to control their own lives. They want to be controlled. Everybody talking about the New World Order and all the rest of that. Let me tell you something. Y'all really want it. Because if you really didn't want it, you would have been moved your black ass off the grid. You know, good and goddamn well, just as like black like me. Let me tell you something. I went to Nevis, the West Indies, right? Where my family's from, right? And I caught the realness. Oh, I was talking about that, all that grow your own food and living off the grid and living this life and this, that, and so forth. And I went there and I got there and I see myself for what I am. And that is, don't get me wrong, I'm gonna grow my own food. You know, no doubt. The reason why I didn't grow my own food in this backyard, because this is not my house, and I have to follow certain guidelines. You know what I'm saying? In specific, the HOA. For all you people that rent houses or own houses, that is the police of the neighborhoods. And I've gotten a call, an email, like, excuse me, you need to cut your grass. Huh? Maybe you need to come over here and cut it. Or like the backyard, it's got like little spots in it, right? Or where the grass is not growing. That grass was messed up like that when I got here. I'm not gonna improve that. The HOA is like, yo, you need to fix that. First of all, how in the hell did y'all find out that you would have to went in my backyard to see that? That's crazy to me. That's crazy to me. But at the end of the day, I went to Nevis and I saw just how hard it is. Pause. These people are forced to grow their own food. The reason why their skin complexion is immaculate, you know what I'm saying? The West Indies, the Jamaicans and all that, they're forced to eat healthy. It's too expensive to go to the grocery store. A bag of Lay's potato chips costs $10. I'm not lying. Everything is way overpriced. And people are poor. There's no industries on the island of Nevis or St. Kitts. St. Kitts has Domino's Pizza and Kentucky Fried Chicken. Nevis don't have no fast food restaurants at all. And everything closes at like 10 o'clock. They got like 2 grocery stores. They got one farmer's market that's in downtown Nevis, and then they got a supermarket further up from there. I saw just how hard it was, and I said to myself, you know what? I'm more Europeanized than what I think. This is what I'm talking about. So all that, I'm going to live off the grid and this and that and so forth. Yo, let me tell you something. It's very hard to till the ground. Very hard. Pause. So most of y'all just talk. That's it. Most of y'all walking around here with fake ass onks on that was made in Korea, made in China. I know it. I used to sell it. Most of the sites that's online, in particular, I forgot the name of that goddamn site. It's owned by white people. So they're selling onks and dashikis and all djembe drums to you, and you're not even realizing it. I used to sell all of that stuff. So I know the ins and outs to the business. The conscious community is just a big ass ha laugh. Fake. Ain't nobody really doing nothing. Dr. Umar been doing this damn school for what, 6, 7 years now? And he wants to get an attitude when people when people hold him accountable. Yo man, I gave you the money, what's up? Period. And it's just, listen, I don't mean to talk about another man. I'm just telling you that the conscious community ain't the answer. Sonetta been giving y'all game, not giving you game, like really pimping y'all for years. What the hell does he really, what are they really talking about over there, man? Besides religion and somewhat politics. He's not, what does he have anybody that's coming here to teach you or to help you out? Fuck all that history shit, man. That's the past. We could talk about that later. Let's talk about what's gonna go on now. And the reality of it is in our communities, it's a shame to say, but most of us don't even practice proper hygiene. Let's start building on that first. It's that plain and simple. He can't teach you about home defense. He can't teach you how to protect your family, because he lives in a state where, I'll say city, because I don't know if the whole state of New York is like that, but he lives in a city where you're not allowed to have legal guns. So if he shows you a gun, 9 times out of 10 or 10 times out of 10, it's illegal. He's going around. I remember when he had that bad mess fight with young Pharaoh, and he told young Pharaoh's mama to suck it. You know what? Like, come on, man. I'm totally against the conscious community. I really am. I don't see any growth. I just don't. I don't. So don't put me into that box, because I'm not. I'm not with that. You'll never see me work with none of them. I don't want to be friends with them. I don't want to do anything with them. I mean, I don't even want to talk to them. But the thing of it is, I have to talk to you in order to forewarn you not to mess with them. They doing all of this polygamy stuff, and all they doing is using and abusing and exploiting women. White man does that every day. We don't need a black man to do it. Period. But it's just that plain and simple, man. I'm not for that shit. I totally disagree with all of that shit. I think none of it is any good. It's just a bunch of, listen, let me tell you something, seriously. I'm not trying to be funny in this. I'm not trying to disrespect anyone that sees interest in that type of stuff. But when you start talking about history, right? You talk about the pharaohs, and you talk about Egypt, or whether you want to talk about, like, Jesus or whatever in the past, right? If you can't take that knowledge and apply it to your life, it's useless. You're going to sound like a complete idiot knowing all of this shit that's cluttered in your head. But you're broke. And you want somebody to listen to you. You want somebody to listen to you. That doesn't make sense. You know all about this, all of the pharaohs and the different dynasties and this and that and so forth, but you're sleeping on your mom's couch. Let me explain. I said this before. If, this is just the truth, if Mansa Musa existed today, if the pharaohs of Egypt, Kemet, however you want to put it, Tamare, however you want to put it, existed today, they would not fuck with your broke, conscious community ass. They wouldn't. They would want to fuck with the Barack Obamas and the Oprahs of this world, because they see growth. They see that these people are building an empire legacy. Now, I'm not sitting here saying that these people are perfect, Barack Obama and Oprah. I'm not saying that they for the black community. I'm just saying that from eyesight, they're seeing like, oh, yo, these people over here are doing this. These people over here are broke and ain't got shit. I'm glad I made this video, man. I've been wanting to make these videos for so long because I was a fan of the conscious community and I was in it to win it, man. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna tell on myself. I allowed the conscious community to pimp the living shit out of me. I went from Dr. Malachi York, the Polite, then I was like, oh, Prince York got something going on. Then I was like, what the? Let me see what Nature Boy talking about. Then there was a young Pharaoh. Man, fuck all of that. I'm gonna do me. I ain't following nobody. I don't look at none of these people's videos, none of them, unless I'm trying to get the ear to the street. That's it. I'm telling you the truth. I haven't looked at Sinetta's videos in, it's been about 5 years ago, probably longer than that, about 6. Ever since that whole break debacle where prior to that it was like baby face Iman, and you had Muhammad, that dude Muhammad, and it was Polite. When they were doing like the debates, And it was at its infant stage, and Polite is not like Hollywood. He wasn't Hollywood Polite just yet. That's when I was messing with it. When it was like, it felt like it was real. It felt like they were really trying to reach and teach the people. But now, man, everything is all a gimmick. That's all it is. The conscious community, I truly believe in my mind, was created by somebody white. Period. Because I don't see any growth. I don't see what the conscious community is doing for you. I just don't. And I know what everybody's going to say, in particular the Wabians. They always say this dumb shit. What are you doing for the black people? How many books have you wrote? Have you had any land? Have you did this and that? First of all, I don't have the answer to y'all. This is what's so unique and beautiful about me. I found myself. So therefore, I have value. I have purpose. I don't answer to no one. No one. And people don't like that. The conscious community would never welcome me in because I'm never going to answer to no one. Period. I know me. And if you were to say that I have some type of ideology, that ideology that you may say that I have is break yourself away from being a slave to others and become your own master. That plain and simple. Because I don't want you to leave Nature Boy's camp and come over to where I'm at so I can pimp you out. No, I want you to be you. Do you. Be the best you that you can be. That plain and simple.